charming. This isn't charming. This is ugly.
Well, I mean, so was the 73 A's with the white shoes and Billy Martin and Catfish Hunter. And, you know, and this is the same stadium. And you get 13,000 people max in a stadium that's leading the AL West. And, you know, Oakland could be a charming little city other than Washington Square. You can stay out of that place.
I appreciate the comment. I understand the strategy. It's a messed up situation. There's no question. But I think people want to gravitate towards Tampa. I don't know if that's East Coast media bias, because I know that exists. If people like to pretend it doesn't exist, it exists. But whatever it is, Tampa to me is not as much of a priority as Oakland. However, the thing I learned this morning that I'm going to, and LaRosa did a great job explaining that, owners are getting tired of paying the rates. Because get it so that the rates can be self-sufficient. The whole idea of revenue sharing is get these teams to be self-sufficient so you don't have to pay them in revenue sharing. That makes sense. Russ in Columbus, Ohio. What's up, Russ? You're on Fox Sports Radio.
Yes, to build on the last point, I don't know why Oakland has a baseball team. I live in Ohio, and the Indians have terrible, terrible attendance. And I think Oakland may even be worse, but I'm not sure. And so,
but Cleveland has a ballpark. But Cleveland has that's a nice stadium. Progressive Field's a nice stadium, and before the economy tanked in 08, that team was doing relatively well in that new ballpark. That 07 squad, that was a full house back then.
Yes, and I fear that Oakland doesn't have even as much support as the Indians do. So why doesn't Oakland just go to Montreal, and then maybe Tampa goes to Nashville and Charlotte when their lease is up? I don't understand why Oakland has
Nashville and Charlotte have not been viable markets. Nashville and Charlotte, they've talked, but there's no ownership. There's been no talk about a ballpark. I have taken Nashville off the list completely. Charlotte, they talk about every once in a while, and I appreciate the call. You talk about Charlotte a little bit, but I don't think that's a viable thing. I don't think Las Vegas makes any sense. I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling. I think the argument for Oakland, Oakland's a franchise that has moved. Look, they started in Philadelphia, they moved to Kansas City, they moved to Oakland. They can move anywhere. But I don't think the A's are moving. The Bay Area can support two teams. St. Petersburg, it's questionable whether they can support one team. And I'm not knocking cities. St. Petersburg's an interesting town. Tampa, I think, could support it. Look what they do for the Buccaneers. You know, TJ's probably asleep, but TJ would be perfect to comment on how well the Bucs are supported and the difference between Tampa proper and St. Petersburg. And, I mean, the land that is perfect for a baseball stadium across the street from the Buccaneers Stadium is owned by the Yankees. That's where they put their spring training complex, which is palatial. And that's the letter of the law. Hey, coming up today at 1:30 Eastern Time, I'll be joining the venerable Bobby Bones right here on Fox Sports Radio. We'll do some more baseball conversation there, as that's my other role. Thanks to the liar himself, Justin Cooper. We're going to give his last name out every time now. Justin Cooper produced this show. Didn't he do a fantastic job? Let's give him a round of applause. Joel still is the funkiest man that I know.